Hi and welcome to the channel. I'm just sitting and wondering, about what I see since I came to this country. It took 3.5 years ago. There's much talk on YouTube about people over a certain age, like 60 and above, just coming to the Philippines to meet a 20-year-old Filipina, 2025, and. Is that really true? That all of us who were, over 60 just came to this country just to meet a 20-year-old? Is that true? Are we all the same? Are all men the same who comes to the Philippines and are over 60? I don't think so. I know I'm not. Because I met the Filipina online before I came 3.5 years ago. She was broken in abroad in Kuwait, and she's 45 years old and have 4 kids. And we've been together now for 3.5 years, all the time I've been living in the Philippines. And to see that the people talking all this bullshit online, and they should think about their own life in the Philippines. What mess they have created in their own life. Instead of accusing everybody else of doing this and blah, 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 and be, dirty old men and blah, blah, blah. It's just bullshit. And that's sorry, I'm sorry to hear that, that people don't have anything else to do in their life and they're living in the Philippines. Then just bash people over, a certain age and how they look, it's just ridiculous. Who are they to judge? Especially when you see how they live their life, in the Philippines. And then they sit and judge everybody else and think they are the best in the whole world. It's really ridiculous. I have to say something about it because this is something that, I don't understand, especially when foreigners attack each other, because that happens very often. And I think it's ridiculous. It's just insane. Instead of being friends and, having a good attitude to each other, no. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And it seems that people change a lot when they come to Philippines, and I don't know why. Only themselves. I know why, but I don't know. And I don't like to talk about other people. I don't care about other people when it comes to their own life, private life, their private life and their own. Life, I have nothing to do with it. I have my own life, my own family. So that's what's important for me. That's why I'm in the Philippines. Not to sit on making YouTube or TikTok videos and accusing people of this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's just insane. Let people, just be. Let people live their own life. And to judge everybody and say, okay, a certain age and this is how you are when you come to Philippines. That's just ridiculous. Do you know every foreigner that comes to Philippines? Do you know them? No, of course not. You don't know me. You have no clue who I am. And then, to sit and people just saying stupid things like that, every foreign, blah, 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 it's just ridiculous. And, I see this too often, that people judge each other, and they, I really don't understand it. This is my life. And too many people are saying, this is what you need to have in money, this is what you need to have, blah, blah, blah. And everybody, tell everybody about how they should live their life. And that's insane. I'm too old to be listening to people who's telling me how I'm supposed to live my life. Because that's no one else have anything to do with my life. No one. So I wish people would understand, it's much better, to fix your own life. Because all these people are broken. They have something wrong with themselves, because that's the only reason why you put everything out and you talk shit about everybody else. And you interfere in others' life and you judge everybody else. That's because you don't feel well. Everybody knows that. This is no big secret. You don't have to be, Einstein to understand this. So whenever I see people that only sit and judge everybody else on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, I know that they don't feel good about themselves. It's clearly, and it's just sad too. It's really sad. But to judge so many people who come to Philippines and say things that is not true. I can only speak for myself. I don't talk for every foreigner, I'm talking about me. This is the problem with too many people who don't understand and appreciate to be in the Philippines. Why aren't they appreciate to be in the Philippines? And you can't say bad things about the Philippines. You can't say bad things about the men in the Philippines and things like that, and the women, bash them too. And then on the other hand, you say, oh, I love the Philippines. I don't understand that. People who are doing that, must be insane. You can't do it both ways. And, either you like it and you live when you live here or not. You don't have to agree about everything. I don't. I have my opinion about things, but I don't have to make videos on YouTube or TikTok and bash people. Because that's just ridiculous. The problem everybody have with other foreigners, I don't understand that, You don't have to interfere in other people's business. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to mingle with them. It's up to you. No one forces you. So stay away if you don't like them. Stay away from places like Dumaguete if you don't like it. But we're all different and we have all our own opinion and we have the right to have an opinion, of course. But to sit and bash people all the time, it's just sad to see. And the reputation for foreigner is not, good. If all these people in the Philippines see we bashing each other. Why? So, no, I really don't understand it. And like I said, I have my life. And I should choose to hang out with people I want to hang out with. No one can force me to be with someone I'm not want to be friends with. People who are not good for me, I keep them away. I don't keep them close. I bye. That's it. So I don't have to think about them. But so I don't, to sit and make YouTube videos all the time about how it really is with a foreigner, blah blah blah, where they come and blah blah blah. I don't understand that. It's everybody's business why they come to Philippines, and it's no one else's business. Too many people interfere, this is how much you should have, and they judge people, over everything. Let people be. Just let people be, live their lives. For God's sake, it's unbelievable. If you want to judge someone, judge yourself. But just judge people, left and right, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So yeah, that's what I think. Because and you know, when people just say that, and it's like everybody who's white and look a certain way or with certain age, we are the dirty ones. We just look for a 20-year-old or 18-year-old Filipino. That's just insane to say that about everybody. And to sit and say most men are doing they come for Philippines just for one thing, blah 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 blah. Yeah, if you want to meet a woman, that's my business. That's my business. No one else. Stay away from my life. Stay away from everybody else's life. And mind your own business. You know, that's my take on it. Because I think it's just insane that people just want to interfere in other people's lives all the time. Yeah, that's what I have to say, and I just want to make this video. This channel is new, and I want to do things. I want to talk about things that really matters for me. You know, hopefully someone else listening to and want to listen. But you know, this is how it really is for what I feel about this, and I thought I really need to do this. To speak up my mind, because I don't want to be included in everybody else. I'm not everybody else. Everybody is, you know, their own person. Everybody has the right to live their own life, and we all have to live with our consequences. Like my grandmother always said to me, you know, you have to live with your own consequences also. You know, think about that. If you want the consequences and you know, and you are ready to take the consequence, okay. If you're not, don't do it. So, you know, I'm trying to learn about as much as I can, you know, about everything. And, but you know, it's just sad that we always have to be defending ourselves when you get older too. You know, that's really sad, you know. And when people don't, you know, just can have their own life, even when we reach the age of 60, 70, 80, it doesn't matter, you know. Because people can't imagine to see other people happy, because they're not happy themselves. Everybody can see that with people who just sit and judge and slander everybody, you know. Yeah, that's what I had to say. So I hope everybody take care, and the next time, take care.